Good evening, everybody. Welcome to day number 14 today. I still can't believe that we're already coming to the end of the 16 days. And I still remember announcing it last month and said we are going to do it on the what do you call it, 1st of August to 16th of August. And today we're already on 14th of August, which is really surprising for me because we've come so fast. It's like we always talk about the MCO just started, but we're almost into 1.5 years of MCO already, correct? Okay, so good evening, everybody. Welcome to today's session. And today we're talking about prosperity number 14, and a very relevant topic as well. It's about good health, or in Tamil they call it no inmai. No inmai actually means absence of disease, okay? Absence of disease, okay? Disease, I don't know how many of you understand the word that disease actually means dis-ease. Ease means happy-go-lucky, free, and all that's ease. Disease means you are not comfortable, you're not at ease. They always say at ease. At ease means relax, be at ease, relax. So when they say disease that means you're not at ease. So obviously, if you're not well, you don't have good health, that means you are at disease, at disease. So that's why the word is disease, That means your body is not comfortable or something is not right, yeah? Anyway, I don't need to explain to you why it's a prosperity, actually, because I think we all know that good health is very, very important for our body, for us. And there's no use having a car and house and everything else. And then if you don't have good health, isn't it, yeah? I think one of the prosperity I spoke about is about youthfulness, being youthful in terms of the way you behave yourself and ways to carry yourself. But today is more about the health itself. Mahatma Gandhi said this. He said, it's not health that's real wealth. Sorry, I repeat. It is health that is real wealth and prosperity, not pieces of gold and silver. Okay, I repeat. He says, it's health that is real wealth and prosperity, not pieces of gold and silver. In fact, there's another quote that says, preservation of health is much, much easier than the cure of disease. A lot of people, when they suddenly get sick, then they got to find cure for the sickness. That is really, really difficult because you're already stressed up, mentally affected and all, because you're already diseased already. But it is preservation of health is much, much, much better and easier than actually looking for a cure for your disease. So when you're healthy is when you really need to take care of your health, now about yourself, rather than waiting for disease to come. Yeah. So anyway, let's talk about what, how, and why today with regards to good health. What is good health? Then how do you achieve good health? And then why is this a prosperity? Yeah. Let's move on. So let's talk about what is good health. Yeah. Now, actually, I when I wanted to speak to you and I wanted to do some research on this, I thought, okay, so good health, and because I'm a body key coach, I'm a health coach, so I do a lot of research on health, and I do a lot of talks on health about weight management and all, because I've lost about almost 25, 30 kgs in the last 4-5 years. So I do a lot of talk about health, you see. So when I looked at the word good health, and I thought, okay, I understood, I'm going to do it. But when I did the research, I realized when you talk about good health in our context as a prosperity, it's not just physical. And if you got three, good health here is in terms of physical, which is the body, mental, and also social health. These three will be considered as good health. Okay, so physical health is absence of disease. I already told you that. You have got a fit and very energized body. You are very energized. That means not lethargy. Yeah, very energized body. All your body systems, your heart, your digestive system, your all your systems, your brain system, everything functions perfectly. Then you have got what you call physical good health. But if you've got mental, not so good health, mental problem would be, if you have good health, good mental health will be absence of aggressiveness, depression, anxiety, stress, or suicidal thoughts. So there's no use if you are physically fit, you got 6 packs, but you're thinking about suicidal thoughts, you've got suicidal thoughts, then obviously good health is not there because you're mentally affected, is it not? And social health is about the absence of toxic and abusive relationships. Okay, that is social health. Because you also don't want to be with 6 packs, and you're mentally alert, but then you're the type of person who lives in a very toxic environment, or you got toxic relationship, abusive relationship, and all that's called social health. So when you talk about good health, all these three is important. Of course, today I'm going to spend more time on physical health, but when you talk about good health in terms of prosperity, is these three. Physically, you must be fit. Mentally, you must be fit, and socially, you must also be fit. That means you've got an amazing relationship with people around you. That's what it means. Yeah. So that is what good health means in this prosperity. Is that clear? Okay. How do you get good health? How do you get good health? Okay, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on mental and social, because mental health, social health, very simple. If you get into, go to my YouTube channel, look for anything on law of attraction and Ho'oponopono. Both law of attraction and Ho'oponopono will teach you about social and mental. Okay, how to get rid of negative thoughts, how to create the right kind of positive thoughts, how to attract what you want in life, how to do Ho'oponopono to cleanse your negative energy, negative thoughts. All that is done under law of attraction and Ho'oponopono. Please go and visit the website or the YouTube channel and check it out. Yeah, but I want to spend a bit more time on physical, because I think that's where a lot of people might need to know. Now, I'm going to recommend an author. His name is Raymond Francis. Okay, Raymond Francis. That's the name of this guy. He has written many books, and one of the books that he wrote, which I'm going to refer to now, is called "Never Get Sick Again." The title of the book is "Never Get Sick Again," Raymond Francis. Now, I'll tell you why I followed his book and I teach about it. Even today, I had a talk I did today from in the afternoon this afternoon. It's about this. I spoke about an hour and a half about this, about health, and I talk about this book as well, because I was talking for a group of people and I was talking about this same thing. Now, the reason why I follow Raymond Francis is Raymond Francis is a biochemist, and when he was at age of 49, he almost died. He went to many specialists, and whatever they said, no, something is wrong with your body. He's so tired, so lethargic, and they say, you've only a few weeks to live and a few months to live, and so on and so forth. So when he was in the bed, lying, like, he's no way he's going to survive, he just decided to take things in his own hand and do something about his life. He changed his eating habit. He decided to change his place where he lives. He decided to change everything about his life, change job, and everything. And by the way, for you to know, now Raymond Francis is still alive. He's 82 years old now. And when he did a medical checkup recently, they realized that his arteries, though he's 82 years old, his arteries is actually like the age arteries of a 22-year-old young man. That is how young he is in the body because of the lifestyle changes he has made. And I'm going to share that with you today. All right. I think that is very fitting, because when I talk about good health, I think what he says is good. Now, if any of you want the ebook, WhatsApp me. If I can get the ebook for you, I'll just send the ebook to you. But Raymond Francis is an amazing guy. Go look for the book and buy the book and read it. Never Get Sick Again. Yeah, that's the book I'm talking about. Okay. Now, this is why it's important. Raymond Francis talks about 3 areas that is very relevant. Number one, he talks about what there's only one disease in the world that causes all our problems. It's called the malfunction of ourselves. Raymond Francis says that we have got 75 trillion cells in our body. Our body consists of 75 trillion cells. He says when the cell every 6 months will replicate it. I mean, every 6 months the cells will die, new cells will create every 6 months. That means every second our cells are dying, but new cells are created. And he says when the cells are recreated, replicated, if the cells are not healthy, disease comes, aging comes. So he says if you take care of your cells in your body, you'll be very healthy. So that is why law of attraction, Ho'oponopono, all comes, including food and all comes in, right? How you eat, what kind of food you eat, how much of water you drink, and so on and so forth. So it is very important for you to understand that, number one, he says all illness is created by the malfunctioning of your cells. So I'll give an example of malfunction of a cell. If you take an apple, you cut the apple and put it aside, after a while the apple turns brown, right? Because of the oxidation, we call it. So similarly, inside our body also gets this oxidation that causes our cells to malfunction. Okay? Now, why? Which is the second thing he talks about. Why does our cells malfunction? 2 reasons. Number one, toxic things we take into our body. So, for example, the food that we eat, if we eat a lot of preserved food, carbonated drinks, sugar, fast food. So when you take the food, he says our body becomes toxic. And when our body becomes toxic, the cells don't function properly. When those cells don't function properly, it becomes a malfunction cell, and therefore disease is created. Two things he says. One is toxicity, and the other one is, even though our lifestyle nowadays is we have a lot of processed food and a lot of fast food and whatever not, he says as much as you might not be able to take all whole vegetable or whole food or whatever, at least then you should take nutrition. You must make sure you supplement yourself, make sure you get all the vitamins, all the minerals, all that you need for your body to function. So he says two reasons why the cells malfunction. One, toxicity. The other one is deficiency of nutrition. Our body needs vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C. Vitamin B has got B1, B2, B6, B12. So many. We have to have this on a daily basis. If you don't have it, that's where the problem comes in. So he says you should take this. So two reasons he says. One, we take too much of toxin with the way we eat and drink and whatever not. And number two, we don't take enough supplements. I mean, like I told you, I'm 58 years old. And I tell people say, hey, look young, Mr. Karthi. I say, because I've been taking supplements for 25 years, I take my daily vitamins every day. Why? Because I want to make sure my body cells are functioning properly. So people say, no, I don't believe in all these supplements. Well, then that's your problem. I can't say much, isn't it? But I'm telling you today, based on this book, is very, very clear that the food we take today has no nutrition. No nutrition. No nutrition. So you have to supplement yourself. I'm not here to promote any supplements. I'm just telling you, you need supplements. Yeah. But the third thing that he says, which I want to talk to you today, is that he says there are 6 pathways, 6 things you must consider when you want to become in good health. 6 things you must consider to be in good health. Number 1, you must know that genetics is only 1%. Genetics is 1. So if your father had cancer, your father had diabetic, your father had blood pressure, it doesn't mean you'll get it. No such thing. So if you believe in it under law of attraction, if you think about it, it'll come to you. If you think because your father has it, you'll have it, you'll get it. If you think your mother has it, you'll get it because you are thinking about it. That's how law of attraction works. So he says genetic is 1% only. 1%, and 99% is nothing to do with genetics. So it's about lifestyle. Okay? So number 1, forget about genetic. Number 2, he says you need to make sure that your body weight is the right weight. I mean your BMI. He says 2 things, body weight and body fat. 2 things. Body weight must be within the BMI. For those of you who do not know, BMI stands for body mass index. Just BMI. Go to the internet, Google internet and say BMI calculator. It will tell you how to calculate based on your height and weight. It will tell you now your BMI must be between 18 to 25. If your BMI is between 18 to 25, fantastic. For your height, weight, very good. But if your BMI is more than 25, you are obese, overweight already. 25 to 30 is overweight. 30 to 35 is obese. 35 and above is extremely obese. So illnesses come. Our body cannot take it. Our body cannot take the weight. So I went through that. My BMI was 31, 32. So that's why I lost so much of weight so that my BMI can come down. My BMI is still about 26, 27, but at least I know I brought it down to a level where I'm able to be healthier. So it's very important. Number 2, physical. And when I talk about physical, there's only one thing I will always tell you. Just do 10,000 steps a day. Just walk 10,000 steps. Get a pedometer, get in your lap, in your phone or whatever, and then just do 10,000 steps. That's very good. Yeah. Number 3. So first is genetic. Second is physical, which means your BMI and your body fat. Body fat is very important, but very difficult to get your body fat done because you need something called a Karada scan. So remember this is the word, Karada scan. You need to do a scan. So talk to people who know about Karada scan and ask them to do a scan for you, and that will show you, because as a health coach, I do this for people, right? So I can tell them, this is your BMI, this is your body fat, therefore, what program are you going to bring it down, yeah? Number 3 is mental. I already told you, if you want to create good mental health, then you really need to look at law of attraction and Ho'oponopono, because it really, really help you. I have had over the many, many years, even in the last 1-2 years, I've got a lot of suicidal cases that people have called me up and said, I wanted to take my life and whatever, but they've come on my program on law of attraction, Ho'oponopono, especially Ho'oponopono, and they have recovered, and they are very happy people, and they're so thankful people. So I know for a fact, for mental as well as for social, I think law of attraction and Ho'oponopono really helps. Medicine, number 4, he talks about medicine. Medicine, he says that you need to be very careful about medicine. I'm not against medicine, but medicine is the one that actually will create more problems in your life. I don't know whether you know this. If you keep taking Panadol, the chemical will get stuck in your kidney and create problem. If you take, let's say, statin drug, which is actually a drug for your cholesterol, you can take it, your cholesterol will go down, but your CoQ10 also will go down. When your coenzyme Q10 goes down, you get other health challenges. The doctor tells you, if you take like I had 25 years ago, my doctor said I got pressure, and he said you must take medicine for the rest of your life. But I read and I decided no, I don't want to do that. So I decided to take vitamin C and calcium magnesium, because the vitamin C and calcium magnesium are very important for the arteries. When I did that, my pressure went down. Now 25 years later, I don't have to take pressure pills. So you need to understand that, Father. So medicine is very, very, in fact, he says that be careful of medicine because it's actually hazardous to health. I'm not telling you don't take medicine. I'm just saying take care of your health so that you don't have to take medicine. Is that clear? That's what I'm saying. I mean, if your pressure is very high, if your sugar is very high, you have to take medicine. But I'm saying that you can do reversal of your diabetes, you can do reversal of your blood pressure. That's not a problem. But you just read this book, the book will tell you how to do that, right? Toxicity, I already told you, be careful about the food that you're taking to into your body. Be careful of sugar. Sugar is really, really, really dangerous. Brown sugar, white sugar, it's all refined sugar. So the same thing, yeah? Dairy is dangerous to the body. Dairy, anything to do with milk, cheese, is very, very important for you to understand. Though it's been told that, just like they say, Milo is good for your body. Let me tell you something. They always say dairy is good for your body. Not really so. A lot of people, if they don't take dairy, their eczema will go off, their psoriasis will go off, all the skin diseases will go off. That is how dangerous dairy is. Polished rice is not good. All of us eat rice. Okay, I must tell you, polished rice, brown rice is different, polished rice is different. Polished rice will look white. So white rice is not good. Okay, let's put it that way. Carbonated drinks are not good. Processed food. When you eat food, you must eat food that looks exactly like it's called. Like, for example, it's called chicken. It must look like chicken, not chicken burger or chicken hot dog. If you look at fish, it must look like fish when you eat, not fish ball or whatever, okay, or something like that. You know what I'm trying to say? So you try your very best to eat actually fresh food, but it must look like that. That's very important, yeah? Okay, last one, I just finish up with saying that he says 6 things, right? And he also talks about nutrition. So he says that our body needs vitamins, our body needs minerals, our body needs phytonutrients. If possible, please, he says, take enough of that so your body will be at health. Yeah. So I mean, this is a very big topic now. So please go and do your own research. I just want to tell you that there is a book called Why Animals Don't Get Heart Attack. I don't know whether you know that. Huh? There's a book called Why Animals Don't Get Heart Attack. Okay, by Matthias Rath. Okay. The reason why they say, I don't know whether you've heard of cat getting a heart attack, a dog getting a heart attack, or rabbit getting a heart attack. You won't find. Human beings die everywhere have a heart attack. You know why? Because you need to have enough vitamin C in your body for heart attack not to happen. So which means if you want to take care of your heart, you must take vitamin C. Now the problem is animals in their body, they produce vitamin C. That's what the book says. So that's why since they produce vitamin C, they'll never get heart attack. But human beings don't. Human beings must take vitamin C, which means you must take 10 oranges per day, but you don't. You understand or not? So that's the reason why you need to take nutrition. That's why it says nutrition is very important. Is that clear? Okay, so that's a little bit about how to be healthy. Yeah? But I would say, please get these 2 books if you can. Why Animals Don't Get Heart Attack, as well as by Matthias Rath, or get the other book, Never Get Sick Again, by Dr. Raymond Francis. Okay, I want to finish up by telling you why it's a prosperity. Because like I said, if you have gold, like I talked about in the last 6 days about land, about material comfort, fame, status, and all. But what is the use if you don't have health? What is the use if you don't have health? That's why health is very, very important. Okay. I want to finish up by saying this particular quote. It says, "He who has health has hope. He who has hope has everything in life." I repeat, he who has health has hope. He who has hope has everything in life. Like what's happening now. As long, people tell me, Mr. Kati, oh, life is so miserable, the pandemic. I say, listen, do you have COVID or not? Oh, no. You should be very happy, right? Because those who don't have COVID has hope. And when you have hope, you have everything. Just take care of yourself, lah. Correct or not? So it is very important for you to understand, rather than commenting about the Prime Minister, rather than commenting about the pandemic, rather than commenting about the 20,000 cases, I think what you need to do is make sure you're healthy. Because as long as you're healthy, you will survive and you will be able to move on with life because there's hope. I repeat, He who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything in life. So with that, tomorrow I will talk to you on prosperity number 15, which is on perseverance. Okay, or muyarchi in Tamil, perseverance. So we'll talk about it tomorrow, and 2 more days, yeah? So I will share with you what I'm going to do in September tomorrow, since we don't have time today. All right, so thank you very much. Be safe. Take care of yourself, everybody. All right, love you all. Okay, bye-bye.